Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Ilaf Shah's talk show. Yeah, probably not a talk show yet, but who knows? Maybe. I mean, yes, definitely. I don't know. Wow, I basically want to talk about something that is very near and definitely not dear to me, and that is the feeling of being stuck and chronic overthinking. And there's a lot that I want to dive deeply into, but I want to get started with talking about how overthinking and the current state of social media has driven us into a rut of absolute comparison, constant negation of our own achievements and where we stand in life, and how toxic this really is to us. And not toxic in the oh my god that's so toxic as in the behavior, but toxic as in it is very poisonous to our psyche and our existence. And I have fallen prey to my mind and over intellectualized every single possible aspect of life and detail and experience for the last 9 months in my life. A major change has occurred, and after that I feel like I have fundamentally started changing, because something that I used to associate my self-worth and my existence with does no longer exist in my life. And because of that, I'm not utilizing my brain anymore in the way that I used to, especially because I think I got into studies and achieving and overachieving as a means to cope, and I don't use it for coping anymore, but I love using my brain, and I'm not able to do that anymore. So because of that, I've been overthinking a lot, and I'm pretty sure you have as well. Everybody does overthink, but I know women specifically overthink a lot because we are highly emotional creatures, and emotions only come from them being induced more than them being experienced. And we induce our own emotions because we think a lot about them, and the chemicals and the emotions have a lot to do with being induced way more than it has to be than experiencing, which is why we have states of anxiety and panic and triggers and traumas and PTSD and the good versions of that too, because it is all up here. So since it is all up here, and because I've been living up here, I have been undergoing severe comparison and just the feeling of negligence and lack of retrospect in a positive light. All of it is in a very negative light, and I'm gonna pause now because it is Salah. Salah time is done. So now that we've spoken a bit about what overthinking is and how we experience it, I want to talk about myself and the fact that I've been comparing myself so much to every single person, whether I am close to them, I haven't spoken to them in the last 15 years, or I haven't even seen them in the last 20 years, but I'm connected on Instagram, and the comparison is wild. Or another, there's so many types, by the way. Let's talk about it. First of all, people that are younger than you in the same let's say ethnic background, in the same profession path or career path, perhaps in the same educational background, and have achieved a lot more than you have, or are in a different place that is much higher and much more quote-unquote successful than you are. And when you look at people like that, if you're a normal, decent human being that wishes well for people, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that is beautiful, I am so happy for you, and like, yes, you deserve that, and I also want that. And this is where a person who is not doing nazar and like looking at people and wanting to take away what is theirs. It is functioning from abundance. It is functioning from happiness and success for everyone. But there comes a time when the overwhelm and overstimulation of the media on our phones gets to a point where you're just like, okay, I know that there is enough for everyone, and I will get it when it's my time, or I'm gonna reach there when it's my time and it's my season. But what the hell is happening right now? What is this current phase that I am in right now? And yeah, like, I'm at a loss for words for how I feel. I've written a couple of poems about it because I'm into poetry, yet it's all not definitive at all. It's all so vague, and you only understand it when you're going through it. So to face it directly, and meet it where it's at, so that I can eventually rid myself of overthinking, because I also am an analyst by profession, and I compare pro and con everything immediately. I'm grateful that a result of my overthinking is that if I come up with something negative or something that degrades my achievements and my success and my experiences and my well-lived full life, I also come up with positives, as you just saw, that I can take care of my mental state myself. However, why are we wasting energy and time thinking about things that serve us no purpose? And the answer to that is how social media was created and curated to make us feel like we are inadequate and we always have to achieve more, and that it's greener on the other side. And another reason that I'm launching this and myself into the universe and on the internet is because I want to show you that the grass is greener where you water it. It's not about what you can have, what you could have, what you will have, what you hope to have, but all that you embody having. So yes, Bismillah, and I shall be back, and I shall be back with more introspective things that I want you to think about and ponder over. And if you'd like, I would love if you would interact with this post so that I can see what type of content you guys are looking for.